The Education Act of 1982. What is it? It is an act providing for the establishment and maintenance of an integrated system of education, also known as Batas Bilang 232. It was created in 1982 to improve the status of education in the Philippines to address the demand of economic development. It has 5 parts, which are 1. General provisions, 2. Educational community, 3. Educational systems, 4. The Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports, 5. Miscellaneous provisions. In this report, we're going to be looking at the key aspects of the Education Act of 1982 based on the main 5 parts. For the general provisions, it indicates the basic policy that the state is to establish and maintain a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education towards the goal of national development. The general provisions also lays out the coverage, goals, and objectives of the Act. The members of the educational community is defined to include those persons or groups of persons associated in institutions involved in organized teaching and learning systems, along with their rights, duties, and obligations. The educational system states provisions for formal education, non-formal education, and specialized educational services, establishments of schools, internal organization of school, funding, and assistance. The supervision and regulation of educational institutions are under the care of the Ministry of Education, Culture, and Sports. The last part, details on violations, penalty clauses, and sanctions are written. Now we will discuss number 1, which is general provisions. Under general provisions, the highlight is the educational system's aim to 1. Provide for a broad general education that will assist each individual in attaining societal goals. 2. Train the nation's manpower in the middle level skills required for national development. 3. Develop the professions that will provide leadership for the nation in the advancement of knowledge for improving the quality of human life. And 4. Respond effectively to changing needs and conditions of the nation through a system of educational planning and evaluation. Part 2, the educational community. The members and elements of the educational community includes the parents, the students, school personnel, and schools. We are going to look at the school personnel. It includes teaching or academic staff, the school administrators, academic non-teaching personnel, and non-academic personnel. One of the highlights for this part are the rights. Under the section for all the rights, we see the rights of parents, right of students in school, rights of all school personnel, special rights and or privileges of teaching or academic staff, special rights of school administrators, rights of school. Under Part 3, the educational systems, the state recognizes that formal education or the school system is society's primary learning system and therefore the main instrument for the achievement of the country's educational goals and objectives. Under here, we will see different provisions for elementary, secondary, tertiary, and even non-formal education and specialized educational services. Included in these sections are establishments of school, internal organization of school, and also school finance and assistance. Part 4, the Ministry of Education, Culture, and Sports, the administration of the education system, and pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution, the supervision and regulation of educational institutions are all under the authority of the Ministry of Education, Culture, and Sports. Part 5, it has provisions for penal and administrative sanctions and additional administrative provisions. Two things that are highlighted in this act are the rights for the teachers and the students. We will look at the rights of the teachers, which include rights to be free, compulsory assignment not related to their duties defined in their appointment or employment contracts, and also right to intellectual property. Teachers are persons in authority when in lawful discharge of duties and responsibilities. Teachers shall be given opportunity to choose career alternatives for advancements. And one more highlight would be the rights of the students. One of the most important thing written in this Education Act is the right of every individual to relevant quality education regardless of sex, age, creed, socioeconomic status, physical and mental conditions, racial or ethnic origin, political or other affiliation. The state shall therefore promote and maintain equality of access to education as well as the benefits of education by all its citizens.